While I'm in the Discord, I will answer that. You are correct to a degree. However, you are very incorrect about me not being your friend. I was your friend. I was the best friend you've ever had in your life. But you are correct. You were a great source of entertainment to me. You know, we was bored. It was lockdown. No one had anything to do, and you was a fantastic source of entertainment. I won't deny that. You was a fantastic source of entertainment to many, many people. You know, we can't deny that. But I went that step further, and you was also a great intrigue to me. You was a great intrigue to me, so much so that I had to meet you. I had to see this person. Obviously I could see at the time you was clearly in a hovel. It was clear to see that you was in a bad property. But that's irrelevant. But I just had to meet this intrigue. You was a great intrigue to me, and if you remember rightly, I come across you on the FYP in the early days of lockdown. You were sat there doing one of those free shout outs that you used to do at the time. The ones that I went on to educate you that you could actually charge for. And I was just intrigued how such a character could be so gullible. And do you remember you was being trolled by the Cadbury's chocolate person at the time? And straight away I could see that you was being trolled. I said, "It's a troll, mate. You're being trolled. It's not. That person doesn't work at Cadbury's." Do you remember? I wised you up a lot, but it's just all come out your brain. And you also told me about James Holloway, the boyfriend you had that you'd never met, but you was getting married to in South Africa, and you had this relationship going on that was formed through Grindr. You'd never spoke to the guy. You'd never even heard from him. It was just all messages. And I said to you again, the guy's trolling you, mate. It's a troll. And all this come out. And whoever I told you was a troll turned out to be a troll, and you can't deny that. But anyway, moving on. Your gullibility was such an intrigue to me. I thought, how can someone be so gullible? Because you used to believe the shout-outs. You deny it now for whatever reason, but you told me you believed them. And it was me that said to you, "Listen, mate, think about it. As if people are coming out as microwaves and fridges, etc., etc. You're being trolled." But anyway, that aside, I finally got to meet you. I thought I need to meet this guy because, as you all know, as you was fully aware, I had quite a bit of business going on in Southend at the time, and I was regularly in Southend. I said to you several times, "Listen, I'm in Southend. I'm just finishing up. Feel free to come out. We're going to have something to eat or whatever." But you was very, very nervous, understandably, because you are obviously a nervous character. But after a while, you plucked up the courage and you left your hovel. And from that point, you had the time of your life, Ian. You had the time of your life. And I don't believe you'll ever experience a life like that again. If you don't change your ways, that is. But I was a very, very good friend to you because I began to pity you. Obviously, I learned who you was. I learned about your life, and I pitied you. And out of that pity, I offered you friendship. And I was the best friend to you that you've ever had in your life, and the best friend that you've had up until now. That speaks for itself in the fact that these people that you claim are your friends currently, what one of them has bothered to come over and take you out? Not one. Now that speaks for itself here. But anyway, moving on. I just wanted to refute what you were saying because that's a load of bollocks. I was actually your friend. And I believe I was the best friend you've ever had in your life, and that I will state again. But yes, admittedly, you was a source of entertainment to me. You was a great source of entertainment to me, as you was many other people. But you are wrong in the fact that I wasn't your friend. I offered you a fantastic friendship. Like I say, I don't believe you'll ever have a friend like me again in your life. And I think you know that, and that is what you're so bitter over. That is why you are so bitter towards me today. You've realised what you've lost in me as a friend. But I gave you warning after warning after warning, Ian, didn't I? You began to take my friendship for granted. You began to abuse me, etc., etc. And there come a point when I said, "Enough's enough." You burnt your final bridge. There was no more. And I said to you, "Listen, Ian, mate, I'm going to wish you all the best. We can end things amicably, and there's no need for any hassle." But you went on to create what this is today, yeah, through your bitterness and recognition and acceptance that you'd lost a fantastic friend. I looked after you financially. I used to take you out. I gave you a lot of time. I was a good friend to you. And you cannot, and no one can say that I wasn't a good friend to you. Obviously, you will say that because that is what you're like. You won't accept the truth, and you've got a big issue as well, accepting responsibilities around things. But anyway, I just wanted to clear that up, lad. You caused this problem. You know, if you hadn't have shown me your true colours, if you wasn't such a bad character, shall we say, which you was and which I soon realised, I'd still be your friend today, lad. But unfortunately, you are not. And this is proven again by the amount of people that have left you. There must have been, what, a minimum of 50 mods since I was a mod. Every one of them has left you, Ian, yeah? So you are clearly the problem. Obviously, if it was just 2 or 3 had left you, then yeah, maybe they were the problem. But 50 people can't be wrong, Ian. 50 people have left you, mate, yeah? All you've got now is you and Mel. And obviously Mel won't be there much longer, I shouldn't think. She will soon realise what you are. It's just a matter of time. It's a matter of time, and everyone's different. And everyone obviously has different sort of tolerances and understanding times, yeah? 50 people in, that's a minimum. It's probably more, but that's an absolute minimum. Since I was your mod, or a mod for you, I didn't really mod. That's another thing you had a problem with, the fact that I didn't come into your lives modding it, etc. But as you know, I didn't have time to come into your lives at the ridiculous hours you was live. But again, we've discussed that as well. But 50 people, Ian, and this is a minimum, an absolute minimum. There's been at least an absolute minimum of 50 mods since I left. They've all left you. Why have they left you? Because you are a bad character. Yeah, it's a cycle. As High End correctly pointed out, it is a cycle. You get new friends, they realise what you are, they fuck you off. You get new friends, they realise what you are, they fuck you off. On average, you last about 3 months with one person before they realise what you are and they fuck you off. But yeah, I just wanted to clear that up. But yeah, I still do wish you all the best. I do wish you all the best. But you just need to sort yourself out and obviously accept that, you know, I'm no longer your friend. You caused that problem, not me. And just stop being so bitter over it, lad. That is my genuine advice to you. All the best. Take care.